Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Parkitect, where we're carrying on with Highway Hijinks. Remember what it was called then? Highway Hijinks. We're going to start off with some very simple little fixes from last episode. A few people pointed out we have a lack of sort of seating and whatnot over this side of the park, which is incredibly correct. We have very little of that sort of stuff, so we can put it in. That's not a problem. And we have a bench. I think we've used the sort of the what do you call this? The I don't want to say remote controlled. I don't mean remote control, do I? What do I mean? Solar powered. Oh my word! A total mental block there. Okay, good. So we've got some lights around now as well, and then we need to sort of finish off the go-karts that we started in the last episode. So let's have a look at some fences for that. I quite like the chain link fence. It's a little big. It would work if we drop it down a little. There we go. How about that? That looks pretty good. Industrial, that's the kind of sort of look we're going for here, really, I think, aren't we? And here there's already a bit of fencing, but we do need to do something about this bit here, because I imagine if we look at scenery rating, it's not too hot here. It's not awful, but it's not too hot here. Why is that? I've just got one piece of rubbish there. Okay, I was going to say, why is that so red? Over here it's lovely. Over here, not so much. We've got a little less going on. And that doesn't really help. So, see what we'll do. We'll take this fence piece and we'll pop it there. And we're going to get rid of you and you. Because that kind of helps a little, right? And then we can add in a gate. Or do we not have the gate available? Okay, that's annoying. There was a gate. I guess it is not available. While we were off camera, the effects were unlocked, which I believe is these ones. What does that look like? Spark emitter. That's pretty neat. I don't know whether we can have a few of those lying around. There's a bit of detail in here. Or does it make it just look like it's falling to bits? I don't know. Do it a few places where people actually see it on the ride. It could be quite cool, I think. No, we're not going over people's heads. Smoke emitter. Let's have a look. How does that look? I actually think some smoke emission will be pretty good. How about over here? There we go. And a couple up here. And one over here. Just because why not? There we go. Fog. Probably. I think fog actually looks pretty good in these spots here where it's where we're not really meant to see what's going on, you know. Looks good. And then I guess a little bit on the way out here. Doesn't need it as much because it's you know, it's next to, like inside the coaster. But there, yeah, that's where you want a bit of the old dry ice. Okay, good stuff. So, theming for go-karts. We're going to keep it pretty casual with just some tyres and stuff, really, I think. I think it's probably the way to go. And then I would like to do another coaster over here. Maybe a Woody. I think that would be pretty good. The old Woody coaster. Let's make those work better than they do. There we go. Team 1 has finished their research. Topiaries is now available. I'm trying to get some cool special effects for the coaster that I've named now Specimen 32, which I thought was quite a cool name. What I was really hoping for. We now have 250 guests in your park. Oh, is that all we needed for the goal? Wow, that seems really not much at all. We have some traffic cones. They're good. But they don't. Do they not? There we go. Not really too fussed about doing these everywhere. Just in like a few spots, and then really we're gonna tree it out. Really, that's going to be the main theme in here. To be honest with you, it's just going to be some simple tree work because it's kind of all you'd have really. Although I do like, there's an archway, right? I remember right. There's a couple of archways. These are pretty good. So let's have one of you somewhere. How about there? That's a good spot for you. But then there's also this race one that is pretty good. That we could have. Kind of like the idea of having a double whammy there and there. Have it sort of synced like that. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, cool. And then there's also these archway awnings that I'll probably do for like a little station. Let's have a look. So station cover. So they could work. There, you know. I think people will clip. Why is nobody riding them, by the way? Are they too expensive? I did put the price up a little bit before I started the episode. Let's have a look. Is the price too much? I'm not paying that much for go-karts. I think we might have already set the price once and then completely derailed myself. There we go. Try that. I do think that people will clip, but let's give it a go. We may have caused a bit of a problem there. We can have the queue clipping. I don't think that matters too much, but I think anything else clipping is probably too much. Okay, so how about there then? That looks better, doesn't it? There we go. And then, yeah, that makes more sense because then these can go at the edge. Oops, turn around. There we go. Oh no, there's two of these, right? So the colours match. Or not. No. So what's the actual difference in those then? I'm not sure there is one. Okay, never mind. The colours can cross over. I don't mind. Group of vandals is roaming the park. Why? The place is awesome. There we go. That's something, isn't it? Okay, cool. And then finally we'll do some tree work. And then we can call this a bit of a day. So trees, we've used poplars where we planted them. But for the most part, they actually use these sort of standard round trees, right? Maynard's round trees. Okay, so let's have a few of these around then. Yeah, they wouldn't get too close to the ride, would they? I don't think. There we go. Some of these ones. Oh no, I don't like those. I kind of like the small versions of these. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Sort of interspersed with the big ones. Not there though. Actually, no, that's ridiculous. It's a fire hazard right next to that thing. There we go. And then we'll have a few poplars to kind of give us that slightly darker green that we like so much. We do like it so much, don't we? We do. There we go. I'll realise I am just covering up the sparks details that we put on a moment ago. But I'm okay with it because you gotta love them trees. I'll tell you what else we could do with that will really help, I think, is a little bit of dirt painting in a few spots around the edge of the track where the grass probably wouldn't do as well. I'm struggling to see that, you know. What about cracked dirt? Is that... No, it's not good. Dead grass, sand. What does the sand look like? Do you know what? I can get behind the sand just because I'm really struggling to see the dirt. I'm sure you folks can see it pretty well, but as you're probably aware if you've been watching the channel for a while, I'm quite colourblind, and I really I can just about see where that's going, but it's pretty subtle for me. So I'm going to use a little bit of sand where it looks like maybe the thing was built on sand foundations, and they've started to sort of spew a little, you know. There we go. Just a little bit of edging come around there. There we go. I'll tell you what, terrain really does make a difference, doesn't it? It really does make it pop. I actually think, you know, that some little shrubs around might help. Maybe not there, it's a bit full, but here, just to give you that extra level of depth. There we go. Loving it. Yeah, see? Takes too much work to make something look good. Okay, 10 minutes in and we haven't built a new ride. So let's do a wooden coaster. Okay, there we go. Weather's not great, unfortunately, but our sort of modern Woody is in place. I'm not going to call it a GCI. Although I did try and get a couple of the elements, like these straights over the top. I've learned that from Sylve. Fantasy is now available. That's good. Is that fantasy theming? That's all like... No, that's not really what we want, though, is it? That's more like this kind of stuff, right? Let's turn everything else off. Fantasy. Yeah, it's not really suitable for us. We want it to like sci-fi or something like that, but never mind. Okay, we'll keep working towards it. Still, our coaster is in place. The only thing we really need to do is grab some foliage around it, or it might be a little closer to the Ferris wheel, but I'm gonna call it a feature. All right, I'm gonna we're gonna say that's how it's meant to be. And we'll see. I was trying to think of a name. I got Wodan stuck in my head. Obviously, that being a wooden coaster already, I believe. And I was trying to think of something similar, but nothing really popped at me. And I've got a feeling we're going to be another episode in here. So, let me know in the comments names, suggestions for this wooden coaster. Good, solid wooden coaster name, but it's more of a modern Woody, so nothing like we normally go for. We very often build sort of more traditional Woodies in this game, to be honest. That you call things like RollerCoaster or Big Dipper or that kind of thing. So we want something here a bit more meaty, a bit more modern, a bit more funky. So yeah, answers on the postcard, please, as to what we can call this. You also noticed I put down a staff room. I haven't really got many places to put it, but I just noticed before I started building this that a lot of people were asking about that, and it was one of the biggest things that was letting us down. So we got a staff room built in. This seems to be going pretty well, although there's not that many people riding it. So let's see if it's something we can tweak. I want to go on it. I'm not going on it while it's raining and I can't afford it. That's all fine. 11 guests, 18 in the queue now. There we go. So I'll have a full run next time. Kind of like what I did with the queue at the station, kept it pretty simple. Like some height variation here in the queues, felt like that was pretty interesting. Bit of nice interaction here. I was kind of thinking about how Mass Bandit has been dealing with Azuri, sort of running the queue around the coaster, and that I think that's worked pretty well. Good with the Skyline addition there. So now that's built. Let's have a look at our goals here. So 500. That 250 was a bonus one. Unlocks the Giga Coaster and the Tourbillon. Tourbillon, yeah, that's a weird one. So an overall park rating of 80%. It's currently 69, and 550 guests in the park. So we need a lot more guests in the park. Numbers should be going up now. Let's have a look what people are thinking. I'm not paying that much for park entrance fee. That's probably stopping a lot of people even getting through the door. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We're making money, that can be 0. Let's see if that helps. We'll speed up time a little bit. Now we've got a new coaster in, but that is the last thing we're going to do on that side of the park. We are most definitely having to come over the highway to carry on, but that should, you would think, help. What are other people saying? Where can I get something to drink around here? And the scenery is amazing. Okay, so people are thirsty. Whereabouts are they when they say that? They're here, but these are one of these at least is drinks, I'm sure. Huh. Okay. So drinks places. Let's have a look at some other stuff then. Decoration is pretty good. These little black spots are just things that are messy. Need a tidy up. Hopefully a janitor will make his way or her way up here pretty soon. Probably about time that we took on another janitor though, to be honest, so we'll set one of them going over there. Everywhere else seems to be pretty good. A little bit of an issue here where people can see a bit of backstage, but I'm not going to let that bother them. Rain protection, we've just got that one ride currently is protected from rain. Trash is looking pretty good, and vandalism again looks pretty good. So we did seem to have a bit of a vandalism problem before I started building that coaster, but it looks like it's taking care of itself, to be honest. Okay. Right, wooden coaster is broken down. Is it back up and running again? Let's have a look. Do we have a mechanic? Yeah, currently repairing wooden coaster. So we'll get another one of you. I'm actually going to get another hauler because that's going to start picking up now. Another, and don't bother with entertainers. I personally think they're a waste of money. All right. Okay, so we're currently up and running. Guest numbers are back up again. That's good. So let's have a look at some other. Here we go. So happiness is just pretty low. Basings and thirst is pretty low. So if we can get thirst up and running, and I think that seems to be our main problem here, is that we've only actually got this single food court here. So perhaps it is time to get a second load of drinks and stuff. Are we going to do it over the road though? Seems sensible to start over here with something, but then does that leave it too far from over there, you know? That's the question I'm having to ask myself. I think we'll start coming over here and maybe have a drink set up here and run the depot up to it. Let's have a look at that ride it unlocked. Is it a good one? Oh, it's one of these crazy wacky things with high intensity. Yeah, let's get one of them down. These things are mental. There is one in real life, I believe, but I think it's the one and only that there is. Let's put you there. Not a massive fan of you being off the ground because I imagine you are requiring a pretty hefty footprint. So we'll actually level you out. There we go. At least simply for now. And just as quick as we put you down, we'll get you up and running. So we'll do... Oh, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That won't work at all. I suppose we could run the queue this way, off the side of it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Exit can be just off the bridge here. So, I actually would like to carry the bridge. I'd like to double the bridge up, but I got a feeling that's going to be trickier said than done. Although, we should be able to replicate the pieces we've got from it, right? See, on this side, weirdly, it's It's the right height. There we go. So if we do... No, it was the fence wants to get rid of. Okay. So that seems to have worked. So let's see if we can, just to finish off with then, let's slow the game down a little bit because things are going a little quick for my liking. This fence does not want to do... Oh no, it will, look. If we do it right, it will. Fortunately, it has got rid of the whole stairs thing, but there we go. That was a weird one, wasn't it? Let's get rid of that tree, because that ain't going to do us any good there. Okay, so whatever you are, can we borrow you? We can borrow these. Okay, so I think we're going to have to... to try our best to replicate this. Alright, so let's do that one. And then here... we can do one, and that'll also go either side there, right? And also on that one. There we go. And then you were going to be there as well. It's completely tricky to see. Next up is you, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. But yeah, whatever you are, you're a pillar. But you're a wide pillar that doesn't seem to be unlocked. It isn't. That must. I think you must call me castle or something. Medieval, I imagine. So for now, then let's just use the thickest pillar we have, which is this rather paltry one here. But you'll have to do, I'm afraid, because it's you or nothing. Well, hopefully, if the fairy tale one does show up, yeah, that was rubbish. If the fairy tale one does show up, we can use it to replicate the one we've got here. So there, all that, and then last but not least, we've got some cornice here. It's pretty simple. Do you go all the way? Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, and that side as well. And then how about everything else? Brick, arch top. Okay, arch top. We can. Oh, we can't place the arch top. Okay, we'll have to imagine the arch top. Brick walls. We shouldn't have a problem putting those in. There we are. And oh, interestingly, you aren't there. All right, pillar, pillar, and pillar, and I'm hoping there's a slopey bit. There we are. You down, and I think we're done. So lovely. I mean, let's put the full archway in. That seems we haven't got. Oh, it is there. Look, it's just there's a tree in the way to kind of cover up that thing. Okay, well, when in Rome, that's what they've done, I suppose. What's this that they've just done? Steamworks, nice. That will help us out with some other stuff. For now, there's very little going on over here, so let's get this ride open. Oh, that isn't what I wanted to do at all. There we go, that helps. Oh, that needs to be the actual entrance. There you go. And then the exit is going to be here. So we need to get rid of that bit of fence. No. Oops. No. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's put a weird base on the ride, but I don't mind. We're going to open that straight away. Charge $6 for it. Because we need people to come and check it out. And it is mental. Look at this thing. Whoa. I just feel like I'd be so sick. So very, very sick. A lot of people heading over here. Are they riding the wooden coaster? Well, they're just kicked out, I suppose. Alright, cool. Right, I think we'll leave it there. In the next episode, we'll crack on with this area, I think. Maybe try and get something over here with a bit of interaction with the launch coaster from the other side. That'd be pretty neat, I reckon. Let's have a look what we've still got that we haven't used. We can do a carousel. We can do a vintage car ride. We can do a jumper. We can do a swinging ship. We can do a turbine. We could do another coaster. We could do a big giga coaster. We could maybe fit a there and back giga coaster in here. We could probably do that as a third coaster. No water rides or transport rides. Okay, cool. I'm thinking then a few more flats. I'm thinking a vintage car ride right at the bottom of this would be ridiculous, but kind of cool. And yeah, a giga coaster, just that kind of sort of comes and runs around the back here, and I think and use the best of this space here, I think is probably the way to go. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JohnTSparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you to all of our Patrons. They make these videos possible through their generous support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links to get yourself some cheap games and other goodies while supporting the channel at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.